Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth, and wherever city you may live in. Welcome to episode 124 of the VWU Sports Podcast. Let me introduce myself. I am, of course, the owner and founder of the bar itself, Mr. JB. Call me Jacob B, Jake the Snake. Doesn't matter to me. It works every way. I'm being joined, as always, by my barkeeps, my awesome co-host Brandon C and C Carter, and we are being joined by one of our good regulars, Cody Hagan, and making his return back to the bar. I think we might be seeing ourselves a brand new regular himself from the net. He's a member of the Northeastern market, and he's a Baltimore regular fan himself, an Orioles fan, and many other and a Ravens fan himself. But he's also a Boston Celtics fan and a Washington Nationals fan. Please now welcome a newest regular to the bar, Mr. Zach George.
Hello. I am actually not a Nats fan though. They're a major rival to my O's, so I can't be doing that.
Okay, fair enough. You are an Orioles fan, but I should correct myself. You are a Capitals fan. I should correct myself on that. But
Zach is our pro glory.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But tonight, we got ourselves a lot to talk about here tonight, but let's not waste any more time. Let's head on out to the diamond itself because, ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting past the first week in the month of May in the 2024 Major League Baseball season. As I stated, the 155th season of Major League Baseball. And let's just say, gentlemen, this first week of May has not been quiet, to say the least.
Well, first and foremost, I got some news to tell you. First and foremost, the Dodgers have placed reliever Joe Kelly on the IR. He suffered a posterior strain.
Ooh, a strain on the ass. Ow.
God damn.
No, actually, it's posterior. It's posterior. His right thumb and shoulder.
It's a shoulder strain. Okay, so it's not as bad. So we expect him to be to our knowledge of all of us around baseball. That could be he'll be out for maybe a week.
Well, let's see. It didn't say how long.
A few weeks.
A week, 2 weeks at best.
Probably, yeah.
That's a good measurement.
Most likely no more than a fortnight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These injuries. I'll be the first one to tell you. These injuries taking its toll for the Dodgers. Ryan Brazier's on the shelf. Evan Phillips is on the shelf. Brazier has a calf strain, and Phillips has a hamstring strain.
Oof. Yeah, a lot of strains early on in the season, but honestly, it's better than tears, ribs, dislocations, and everything else under the sun.
That is true, and we brought this up. I think sometime last month about how baseball just basically one of these pitchers right through the what's the word I'm looking for? Right through the meat grinder.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it because honestly, with all these pitchers unfortunately having a lot of elbow injuries and Tommy John surgeries because of them trying to go faster and faster and faster, throwing 80, 90, 95, even 100 miles an hour slingers, you're kind of expected them to cause at least a lot of elbow injuries and maybe shoulder injuries, but we cut because it was going to happen.
That is true. Now, also, we have been seeing way more than our fair share of high-scoring games, especially over the weekend.
Safe to say a lot of teams decided to follow the Teddy Roosevelt motto. Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Absolutely. If I'd have been over the weekend over at hefty stadium. In fact, this happened this past Saturday. The Oakland A's and the Miami Marlins did battle, and well, that game wasn't pretty. It was a 20-4 final.
And that 20-4 went on the side of Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oakland got that, but unfortunately, those dingers did not last long for the trash heap known as the Athletics.
No.
Because the next day the Marlins beat the Athletics 12-3.
Yep. So safe to say, consistency there is none of it over there in Heftyville.
I think that.
But,
Go ahead, Cody. 'Cause
well,
I know you want to say something.
since we're on the topic of baseball, I'll talk about the White Sox. But there is some news. They are not. Both the White Sox, Bulls, and Blackhawks are not coming back to NBC Sports Chicago in October.
Really?
They're going to be partnering with Standard Media Group. That's in Nashville.
Standard Media Group. Interesting.
This was reported by the Chicago Sun-Times.
I can see they're trying to make like a regional network. Probably might get some stations to air all their games.
Yep.
I mean, it's a different thing because honestly, NBC is not going to help out a lot in the regional market, and there could be some times where they're going to have blackout nights.
That is true.
And so this helped them out.
This is just a rumor, but their agreement for NBC Sports Chicago expires on October. I don't know what date.
So,
but it says October.
Okay. Well,
Okay then.
keep an eye on that when we head down that way because we are 5 months away. So we'll have to see what happens. Anyway,
Now, hold on, Jacob, because speaking of the White Sox, to say that their season has been horrible is a very serious understatement so far. They're still stuck in neutral. They're at 8-27, and already they want a new stadium. Joining in the argument.
If they want,
I hate to look. White Sox. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, we can't call you the White Sox. Can we call you the Dirt Sox?
The Dirty White Sox. The Dirty White Sox.
Because I see so much crap on there. You're going to need at least 5 washes with Clorox just to be able to see any white spots. You know.
bro. Yep. I'm saying this goes to the management because they're all like, yeah, we're not gonna care. Do whatever the hell you want. That is just BS.
And they're trying to get a new stadium in the works to try to fix up I know we call it Guarantee Rate Field, but we know it as if I remember correctly the
Comiskey
Park. Comiskey Park. But unfortunately, this is going to be the same way how Kansas City did with the Royals at Kauffman Stadium.
Hold on, Jacob, because we're about to have another guest come into the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eddie Lobo!
Oh, the owner and founder of New Japan Pro Wrestling and World of Honor Calling has graced us with his presence once again. Welcome back, Mr. Lobo. We got your favorite Texan beer and spirits with you here tonight. Anyways, yeah, welcome back in. Anyways, as I was saying, to the White Sox. Like with Kansas City and with the Royals, and they told them you want to renovate Kauffman Stadium, win. And guess what? Kansas City's actually taking that to heart. Okay, and they're actually doing well. Okay, they're tied for second in the AL Central, which will
give them that, and give also to Detroit for having their, blossoming their talent a little bit because they're starting to putting the pieces together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're actually. And here's the thing: even though Detroit is 4th in the AL Central, they're only 2.5 games behind Minnesota and Kansas City. 2.5 games. That's not bad. So
hold on, Jacob, because I tell you what the White Sox problem is. They're trying to get a new stadium because the problem is the Bears pretty much want a new stadium too. And we spoke about this during the draft. about the hefty price tag the Bells are trying to put on their stadium, $5.4 billion, to build a brand new stadium, and now the Chicago White Sox saying we want a new stadium. Hey, money can only stretch out so far. So now
Yeah,
they're
the
talking about
Bears already called dibs.
yeah, I mean, and that now they're talking about probably the White Sox moving out of Chicago.
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
No
White
fucking way they're moving out.
Yeah, you're gonna good luck with that there, White Sox. If you're gonna have a chance in hell of even getting a new stadium, yeah. First thing you need to do, stop rolling out them tanks because I'm getting sick and tired of them rumbling around next to our bar. You know, because seriously, every time I see a White Sox game, I hear the tanks rumbling. I was like, guys, enough! You're breaking the high glass.
No. You're breaking the power lines.
Well,
No,
here's the thing.
but anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, here's the thing. And if you're a White Sox fan, focus on trying to build this team rather than trying to get a new stadium.
Yeah,
Start off by having a team that's competitive.
work on
Because let's
that
face
first,
it.
and
Let's
then
face it. Let's face it. The White Sox are nowhere near competitive.
hell no, they're dead
Mm-hmm.
last by a country mile. And I mean like old school backwoods sticks deep into sticks country mile.
I'm pretty sure that if we was back in the 1980s,
It would have
the
been a
ladies,
different story.
yeah, that's what I say. The ladies from a league of their own would beat this team.
Oh hell yeah! Oh,
Damn.
hell yeah.
Damn.
You know,
Damn.
somewhere up in God's stadium, shoeless Joe Jackson is looking down. Is like, this is the team I got shafted out of Cooperstown for this.
Mhm.
This is the team that I got in trouble for. Now, really?
I mean, here's the thing about Chicago. Like we said, the White Sox. When you're 10 games out of that 10 games behind Detroit to get out of the AL Central basement, you got problems. And and that's the key thing to consider. Also, we're about to get ready to hit the scores real quick. Um, as Eddie has brought up in our private chat, and we spoke about this before the show got started. The Rangers have gone down to Hefty Stadium and pretty much made the A's their bitch.
Yes, they did. They decided not to bring the muskets or the muskets or even the rifled one, the Kentucky Rifles. They brought out the M60s because it's bottom of the eighth and it's 15-5 Rangers. Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the A's are just saying it just ended.
Also,
They
I gotta
decided
bring this
to
up
move
from
this-
yesterday. Have y'all checked out Detroit Tigers City Connect uniforms?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they just a couple days ago on Twitter, Detroit just released their City Connect uniforms, and they decided to take a couple notes off of the Pistons uniforms from a couple years ago, but made some unique alterations to it. They decided to go with the Motor City design, but with a little tweak, decided to use blue with tread marks with tire.
Mhm.
Honestly, I like the idea. Okay, take a little inspiration from from another hometown team, and add your own little flair to it. And honestly, not bad.
Meanwhile,
They're not bad. You know, they're good. It's a good tribute to the Motor City, which the era of Detroit that they would love to go back to, but unfortunately, economy and other things can't help them. But they're trying.
Well, they're still making cars there.
They want to, but you know what I mean. But nonetheless. But speaking of the Tigers, they're actually playing right now, and they already got one on the board. not even 5 minutes in there because not even 5 minutes in there. Andy Albanez bombs one out to deep left center in Progressive Field. 1-0 Tigers against the Guardians. Damn.
Yeah,
Well, let's just put it straight. They draw first blood.
Yeah, they
absolutely.
did. Big way.
Now, progressing on, gentlemen, we do have some big games tonight. Fataband, we got this game. We got this game by get ready to first pitch is about let's say 30 minutes, about 20, 30 minutes.
26
We
minutes.
got the Orioles and the Nationals.
Yeah, Orioles and Nationals about under 30
Oh, wait a
at
minute.
Nationals Park.
You gotta understand this.
And
this
we got an Orioles. Funny enough, we actually got an Orioles fan here, Zach. I want to get your opinion on this. The Orioles have been having a little bit of a slump as of late, but honestly, this could be a good thing for them in the long run because here's the thing: they're 23 and 11. They're 23 and 11 so far, in the 23 and 11 heading into May. But if we take a look at the standings heading in the AL East,
the Yankees are one game under under Baltimore.
Yeah, they're hanging on with New York right behind it by a game so far in the AL East. So that with the game, they're heading over to Nationals Park later on today. So Zach, what do you think is going to happen tonight between your Orioles and the Nationals coming up later on tonight?
Well, I've actually not watched much baseball this season. I must apologize for that, but it's funny you should mention the standings because I've been looking them over now, and like you said, them damn Yankees are only a game back from us. However, if you look at the L10 section of the standings, we are doing better than everybody else in our last 10 games at 7-3.
True, they have been 7-3 in their last 10 games, so that's been good tonight. And here's the thing: starting on the map, this could be an interesting pitching match here going on in just under 30 minutes because on the mounds tonight for the assignments for the Nationals will be Trevor Williams tonight, undefeated so far in his assignments, 3-0 to start the year with an ERA of 2.27, but he's going to go ahead with Corbin Burns, who's got a 3-1 record, but an ERA of 2.61. So we're going to be seeing.
You gotta understand this, Jacob. This is the same Corbin Burns who is a National League Cy Young winner as Milwaukee Brewer.
Wow. So this is going to be a pitching duel in the nation's here later on tonight.
And remember this, boys. When we picked up Corbin Burns, that was a blockbuster move that nobody expected us to make.
Honestly, it was a big move, but it was a good move for Baltimore, and you could catch that game.
Let's be quite honest. Last year they were in the playoffs. They were good, but they're just not ready to take that extra step.
Yeah, we even talked about this. They were there, but unfortunately, they just did not have the key pieces. One of the key pieces we talked about, of course, was veteranship, and the stuff we figured they would go for, and this is and it's been helping out in spades.
Absolutely. Now, also we have coming up later on.
The Nats game is actually tomorrow at 6:45.
No,
tonight.
It's a 3-game series. Game 1 is tonight.
Yeah, well, I was about to say we do got some more games coming up. We got the Angels and the Pirates coming up.
That's in PNC Park.
Yeah, that's going to be at PNC Park. Both teams.
Never mind. I was looking at it wrong.
Yeah, you're fine. It happens. Both teams been having a rough going when we got to April. Angels, of course, and the Anaheim Angels, of course, had a rough start to say at least 12-23. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, almost nearly 500 at 17-9. Safe to say the Pirates have been can basically almost have a good start. Say at least getting close to the dog days of summer.
Yeah.
Also later on tonight, later on tonight. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, boys, here's a stat for you as I get ready to possibly get a free trial of MLB TV so I can watch the game while talking to y'all.
Hey.
We've won 7 straight against the Nationals.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. For some reason, I pressed the wrong button on my computer.
Anyway, also later on tonight at Citizens Bank Park in about 20 minutes. First pitch about 20 minutes. The Phillies and the Blue Jays will be duking it out. The Phillies, great start for the Phillies. 25-11 to start the year. Blue Jays, rocky start, but can be.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. There's our other regular, the man who stirs the drink, Mr. Blanco. Welcome back in. We got your drink ready for you from a good long work day. We're just in time. We're in the first part of the show. We're talking about Major League Baseball. We're running down the schedules for tonight. Oh, give him a second. I think he's having mic issues.
Like I said, I'm hoping to find a way to stream the game so I can watch it as I'm talking to y'all.
It can be done actually. You just got to make sure you have a good internet connection. But it'll get it. Anyways, back to the Phillies Blue Jays.
If somebody can throw.
Well, unfortunately, if Mr. Gaming Streams was still on, we would be talking. But no, they're still under our suspended operations until further notice.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Which sucks because maybe it's back up. I'll go check.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I would have. I thank you, Mr. Gaming Streams, because I loved using that. But it sucks that they got taken down. But what are you gonna do? Anyway,
if somebody can throw me a link to.
We have a scoring update.
Oh,
it's 15-8 now because Oakland just scored 3-run bomb.
Hey!
Play? Okay, Oakland's waking up right now. Congratulations. Anyways, with the Phillies, they were leading.
Yeah, they're waking up. But they're gonna
Sorry, I was having mic issues, but thanks for joining, Jacob.
Welcome back, Jose. Got your mic working. As I was saying, Phillies and Blue Jays. Phillies, they're leading the NL East by only 3 behind Atlanta, who head of Atlanta, who are just 3 games behind them in the standings for the NL East. So far,
doing?
Through the month of May.
I mean, they're hovering 500 to say the least.
Yeah, you're barely above 500, say the least. Also, coming up later on, coming up in just under 20 minutes in Cincinnati and Queen City. In the Queen City, the Reds will be playing host to the Diamondbacks of Arizona.
Gracias, Lobo.
Yeah. Between the Reds and Diamondbacks, safe to say, Arizona, even though they're 5 games under 500, something tells me they're brewing a special venom for this season.
They probably are.
Yeah, give them some time.
They're coppers, so
yeah, give them some time. We know it's a little bit. Give them some time. They probably might be able to turn on the Jets after the All-Star break. We've seen almost every team without fail, have a slow start, but then they start to pick up the pace as the season progresses on.
Most definitely. All right, rounding up the 5 o'clock.
The other empty stadium.
Rounding up the 5 o'clock games at the Tomb, now known as Tropicana Field. The Rays will possibly having an easy game tonight to take on the disappointment known as the Chicago Dirt Sox.
Well, I think that for Tampa Bay, if you look at the Rays, they're showing some signs that they are competing. I mean, they're at 500
right now, so that's not bad.
Yeah, another thing to consider is that the AL East is pretty much a monster because they got to deal with the Orioles, they have to deal with the Yankees,
no doubt.
deal with the Blue Jays,
every single team in the AL East are vying for something.
Yeah,
they want not only to be back in the playoffs, but not just for the title, but not just for the AL East title, but just to get back to the playoffs as a whole. Red Sox are definitely looking for that. Yankees are looking for that. Orioles are looking for that same magic too.
Yeah, basically, any team in the AL East is basically either within 1 game or basically 1.5. Okay, with the only
absolutely
Boston, which is basically by 3.5. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Okay. That is how tight the AL East is. So no disrespect to the Devil Rays over in Tampa. It's just that the AL East is a strong division this year. Okay, they've been sharpening their teeth and
pretty much a monster at this point
in their ammo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now we also got. I was about to say we also got coming up. We got a very interesting game over at Kauffman Stadium. Be on the lookout for it. Brewers and Royals.
Oh, you're right. That is an interesting game to say the least between the Royals and the Brew Crew. That will be at 6:40 at Kauffman Stadium. Both teams has been having an interesting start to say the least to start the year. Both teams.
And speaking of Kansas City, what let's be honest here. Not only that they're going to get a new stadium, but that deal they have to extend Bobby Witt Jr. for the future, 11 years. Like, you can't say anything less about that because
Witt's been doing good for the Royals in Kansas.
We'll see after the All-Star break because you can start good on the first half, but you don't do good in the second half. What's the contract for?
That's true. That's true. You can have a hot
He's got
start,
a good point.
but if you don't keep it going in the rest of the year, what's the point?
You know something? Hold on, Jacob, because I just want to say this kind of reminds me of something which I saw on one of those 30 for 30 films. It was talking about the Big East, and one of the things was talking about the old Big East. They had John Thompson on it, former head coach of Georgetown, excuse me, the Georgetown Hoyas. And one of the ads they had, like a magazine says, I don't have starters, only finishers. What that means is that do the Royals have what it takes to keep up with Cleveland and Minnesota and Detroit? Do they have what it takes to finish strong? You can start strong as much as you want, but if you struggle during the
That's a
dog
good
days
question.
of
No, that's a
winter,
good question.
if you struggle during the dog days of winter, it will come back to bite you in the backside once you get to October.
And we ain't talking about like a little love bite. We're talking about sink your teeth deep in the meat and leave blood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I do. Now hold on a minute before we move on. I do believe you did talk about Milwaukee, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, do we need to talk about the game that happened between them and Tampa Bay? That one?
Oh, I know where that was going.
Oh yeah, we actually had it happen.
Jacob, brought up the copyright usage warning.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we actually had it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually had baseball happen. Before we get into it, I have to do this first. The video we're about to see is on Twitter. I will say this now and forever. This is under fair use, copyright law number 106. We will not be using the audio because we do not want to be stricken down by the YouTube algorithm guys. But you can find this on Twitter in its form, and you can listen to the audio itself. But please, for the love of God, YouTube, don't ban us. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, for the actual first time in the bar, we can actually give you baseball.
Yeah.
Let's rock. And remember the rules. If you actually get into a fight, you better throw fists. Guess what? We actually have fists. Yeah. Tampa Bay Milwaukee had a little bit
Fighting.
and it led to fists.
And the boy.
Those are the rules of the war zone, buddies. Those are the rules of the war zone.
I was like, they're fighting.
Hit the list. Okay.
Yeah, both teams. Let's just say that both teams they were just ugly from that standpoint. We got our fight. They was fighting left and right.
Now the fight is between Uribe here of the Brewers, Uribe and number 22 of Tampa Bay.
Oh, that's Jose City.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's just say they were having a discussion, and unfortunately, it got so heated that he started to throw a fist. I think it was because of an out or something, and let's just say it got bad.
Yeah. Whoa! I think one just got still doing.
Yep.
Yeah. The bench is clear and everything, and it just went pear-shaped.
Yeah.
At least we got our fists flying. That's what matters.
Now,
Yes, we hit.
to all our MLB fans who are saying, "Oh, why don't you see more baseball? Why don't we see more of this?" Well,
just wait. Just wait.
You don't see fists flying, you don't get the war zone. Those are the rules. Deal with it.
Exactly.
Now, hold on, gentlemen. I have a score update for you because we might get ready to brace ourselves for a little slugfest. The Guardians have taken the lead over the Tigers. It's 2-1 after one.
Yeah, Will Brennan doubled the deep and got with an RBI double, bringing in Naylor and Jimenez.
Now, I do want to say Because I do remember seeing a game
Still here?
that Brandon showed the
Yeah, we're
Athletics
good.
that they had 20 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about that earlier in the Marlins and the A's.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm trying to find it. That's not it.
yeah,
It
it
was
was.
back on the 20th. It was back. It was a couple of days ago. It was on the Saturday.
Yeah, it was on Saturday. I told you about that, Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was rough. By the way, Zach, you can.
I'll find it.
Yeah. But also let me bring this up because also coming up, ooh, catch this game on TBS. We got the Astros and the Yankees.
Yeah, that's heading into Yankee
Ooh.
Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando and the Mountains.
Now here's the thing, because
And Luis
I do want to
Diaz.
say that the Astros are still. I believe the Astros are still in the bottom of the division, correct? Well, the bottom of their respective division,
bottom.
the
Yeah,
AL.
they're still in the
But there's
basement.
But we're starting to see some life from the Space Boys over in the juice box.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes.
But
It's
we
like I
might.
said about them. Don't
Oh, wait a minute! I
sleep.
forgot they're not in they're not in the basement because the Angels are in the basement.
We kind
But
apparently.
you know,
They're in the
it's not-
closet. They're still hiding.
yeah,
God.
Also,
It is-
later on
It's
tonight.
like I said about Houston. Don't sleep on them.
Well, we know that. We know that
Mhm.
from history. Also, later on tonight at Truist Field, you can catch this game on NESN. The Red Sox are heading over to the ATL to take on the Braves.
This is going to be a very interesting game because you got to look at this. They may be second in. They're both second and third in the East.
Mhm.
Third AL East, Boston. Second, Atlanta.
Yep.
NL East.
Mhm.
And and you got to think for one, Ronald Acuna Jr., which it's no secret he's going to be playing in this game. How much of his MVP last year for the National League is he gonna clear off following that 40-70 season?
Mm.
Their
Good question.
rivals won Henderson.
That's a good question because this is going to be an interesting matchup here tonight. Because here's the thing. It's not just going to be Acuna you got to keep an eye on. It's going to be the boys on the mound tonight because we got an interesting pitching duel here tonight as well.
Oh yeah, Cutter
It's-
Crawford and
Renato Lopez on the taking.
yeah.
Both boys have a 2-1 record on the year, and both boys nearly identical in the ERA department. Crawford at 156 and Lopez with a 150 ERA.
Yeah.
Well, let me interject because if you're Atlanta, this is pretty much. I know it's early, but this is a must-win situation for you because the Phillies are just running away with the NLE so far. And
this is the kind of funny thing because that's something that the Braves did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the Phillies are pretty much running away with the NLE so far. And you got to find some way to keep up with them. Now, Boston, they're 19 and 16. You know,
400 games out of
yes, I'm pretty sure they want to keep up with Baltimore. So this is a very good game to watch on NESN.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you have NESN, this probably be a good game for you to catch and see. I'm
Yes.
hoping that ESPN Plus will carry this game.
Never. Also later on tonight, over at Target Field in the Twin Cities, we will see the Twins play host to the Mariners of Seattle. The Twins, who, like we said, are tied for second in the AL Central with the Royals, are looking to try to catch up with the Guardians. Need to win here tonight to win here tonight against the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
The Mariners.
I think Mariners trying to stay close with the Rangers and the
in the West, they are literally nearly joined at the hip with the Rangers by half a game. In the West.
And I'm also pretty sure Seattle wants to stay ahead of all teams. Oakland in the AL West. Yeah, because who would have thought that Oakland would be the number 3 team in the AL West right now?
It's all because Houston decided to decide to sleep in late.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Houston, you got a problem.
Yeah, you might need to fix that alarm clock of yours. It'll do you much better.
Also, we got coming up, we got the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. They're going
That'll,
to do that at Busch.
that'll be at no. You got to do it right. It's going to be at Busch.
You
Yeah,
say
Busch
tomato,
Stadium.
I say tomato.
It's going to be at
Sorry.
Busch Stadium. Busch Stadium. That'll be on Bally Sports. I do believe
Busch.
mid.
Yeah. Anyways,
Also,
Mhm.
this is where I think the Mets need to get some wins here against St. Louis.
Hey, boys.
there he
We're
is.
nowhere near hockey, and
Oh,
you're
what-
sounding the horn. Ugh.
But
I'm trying to because I just don't want to hear about the
I
Mets.
say that the Mets need to get
Hold
wins
on,
right
hold
now
on,
'cause
hold
they
on.
need
Hold
to chase
Yo, hold on. I
not
think our
just the Nationals, but also the Braves as well.
hold on. I think our new regular wants to say something. What's up, Zach?
Thanks to Eddie helping me out. I'm watching both. I'm watching both my basketball game and my O's game. Well, the O's game ain't started yet. Neither has the basketball game, but I got both pages up, and I will update scores as it happens.
Nice,
Mm.
nice. That's nice. Nice job. Thanks for giving Zach the hookup, Lobo. And all right, moving on with finishing up with the scores here in the upcoming games of the take for the Hoosier man coming up at 6:40 at the friendly confines of North Side Chicago. It'll be the Cubbies going head to head with the Padres of San Diego. It's Hagen versus our boy Matty Dangerously.
Mm.
Funny enough, the Cubs actually lost the previous game to San Diego.
But here's the thing: they are basically almost at the hip with the Brew Crew in the NL Central in the NL Central division.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And San Diego's at 500 with
They're at
with
500.
Vasquez on the mound for
They're
the
5.5,
the
right
Braves.
right behind the Dodgers in Cali ball.
Yeah.
And
Dodgers
speaking of the Friars here, they got Randy Vasquez on the mound.
Yeah, and for the
Cubbies, they got the rookie
Shota
Iminaga.
Managa.
Mm.
Shota Managa.
Now,
Has been hot, and I mean sunburn hot so far. It's starting.
Five
5-0.
wins already with an ERA close to 3/4 of just 1 run.
Yeah,
mhm.
0.78 ERA. This dude has been making hitters not even flinch.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's nearly closing pitcher stats. Okay.
That's true. Also, we got coming up, we got the Giants and the Rockies. They're gonna do bad at Coors Field.
Do we even want to speak on that?
And I think that name kind of fits for itself. I think the Coors is gonna be running, so expect a lot of silver bullet.
Yeah, this game gonna make you want to drink. I mean, Giants are fifth.
Guys,
That's it.
Wait, what's
cut
that?
everybody off, but I got stats for you on Ryan O'Hearn. 421 average, 5 RBIs, 4 walks, 632 slugging percentage, and 1153 OPS right now on a 6-game hitting streak.
Giants, like I said, Giants are 15-21. The Rockies are 8-26.
Both near the bottom of the NL West.
And speaking of the NL West, rounding out the festivities at Dodger Stadium, you can catch this game on MLB Network. It'll be the Dodgers playing host to the Marlins of Miami.
Yeah, with this guy just finessing both New York teams, talking about Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yeah, the dude who's got the greatest, one of the best agents in the league. I'm serious, man. That dude knows how to finesse.
Yeah, if you're the Marlins, you might as well go ahead and brace yourself.
Finesse game on point, goddamn.
Yeah.
If you're the Marlins, you might as well go ahead and get ready for a fish fry.
And
Yeah, make sure
and knowing how the Mets were, they're like, yeah, we're taking the early series against y'all. Pretty sure you're not gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, Light ain't gonna strike
Yeah.
twice here. That's all there is to it. We'll get a little quick score update before we switch to the NFL. Tigers just tied up with the Guardians. It's tied at 2-2 at the top of the second.
Yeah, safe to say the bats are gonna be singing tonight at Progressive.
And the Angels Pirates game is in a delay right now.
Oh,
I guess it's weather related.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah,
weather.
it probably is, considering that it's Pennsylvania, and the game has begun between the reigning National League champion D-backs and the Cincinnati Reds.
All right, game's on at Cincy. Good luck, boys. Good luck, boys. Anyways, let's flip the scripts. Let's change the scripts here a little bit. Let's head on. Let's go take a
Before we
look.
change scripts real quick, because I do want to say something real quick about the war zone. If if y'all are wondering why you're like, well, why don't all fights have that song? Well, I do have a bit of footage on why that happens. We got to go. I think a month ago.
Yeah.
Here's that footage.
Just throwing this out there. Just throwing this out there. The Tigers just jumped back up in the league. 5-2 now, top second.
Damn.
Oof.
Yeah. I want to make this quick, Jose.
Yep. So if you're wondering why we don't play most songs with the war zone when it comes to fights, this is the main reason why.
Yeah.
And now, anyway, so we go ahead and bring in Mr. Bedlam. Now,
yes, the Savage has graced us with his presence. Welcome in.
Now then, hold on, Jacob.
Next, guys. What's next?
But first and foremost, we got some deals to announce in the NFL. First and foremost, that wide receiver room for the Tennessee Titans is getting full, and it's getting very, very interesting. Tyler Boyd has agreed to a 1-year contract with Tennessee.
So basically,
that's $4.5 million right there.
He's going to be on a 1-year prove-it deal.
Yeah, and look at this depth chart though. They got Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, and Treylon Burks.
And they're adding Tyler. Interesting. Honestly, that could be this could help out a lot with their Titans and a new quarterback with their hot quarterback they got that's been making waves ever since last year where they put him under center since they decided to bench Tannehill.
Question: What's the player that they signed? Tennessee?
Tyler Boyd.
Tight end from Cincinnati.
I'm sorry, Tyler Boyd is a tight end?
Excuse me.
Wide receiver.
Guys. I'm sorry.
1 year, 4.5 mil.
The most reliable wide receiver number 3 that you could possibly get on the market. He hasn't got hurt.
Yeah, he's
just that long ass day.
I want to keep it professional, but I'm hungry. What do I do?
He's basically on a 1-year prove-it deal with Tennessee.
Now, speaking of Cincinnati, Joe Burrow is back in practice.
Yeah, after having wrist surgery. Having wrist surgery. He's back on the practicing squad, and he's presuming is getting his throws in.
Now, my only concern is that I hope that the Bengals answer exactly what he needs. A line.
Yeah. Because Joe Burrow is fantastic when he has people to protect him. Okay, that's the only thing that's stopping him from being who he is.
Also, let me just say this, Joe Burrow, this is a prove-it year for you. because you better prove that you're worth that contract extension you signed last year. You better go find some way to win the Super Bowl, or else you might as well just go ahead and throw that money into the to a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I don't think the Erie River won't be holding that, be taking your contributions.
Mhm.
Boys, I'm gonna be honest. Baltimore City connection kind of clean.
So I had to figure out who was this year's mystery relevant.
Oh yeah, yeah. Who actually got the honor of being the 2024?
It was, but Brandon would know because it was the Jets.
Oh, the Jets actually was the last pick of the draft.
Yeah.
Who they picked?
Jalen Keith from Alabama.
What's his position?
Boys,
Quarterback. Alabama quarterback.
No.
Wow.
No, I don't think it was a quarterback though.
Yeah.
Was it a cornerback? Quarterback.
Corner.
excuse me, all. I have a question.
Didn't
Yeah.
hear you the first time.
How do y'all feel about eating here? I want to keep it professional, but I'm hungry.
We don't
You,
keep it
you can go ahead and eat. You can go ahead and have your meal.
Get
No.
your lunch.
Actually, the Mr. Irrelevant is Jalen Key.
I said that. I fucking said that. Jalen Key.
Yeah.
How am I the one who
You just sounded low.
Brendan says it well, you motherfucker.
All right, thanks, boys.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, Jalen Key.
I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
yeah, he's a safety. Yeah, he's a safety from Alabama.
Yeah.
Interesting pick for the Jets, but this could help him out. Honestly, it could help him out with their defense.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, I'm going to mute my mic while I yell for my mother.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
You just do your thing.
Now, let me just say this. Hold on, Cody. Tonight's menu here in the bar, we're having cooked rice because
boy.
this is a very serious head scratcher.
Hold on,
Kansas City wide
how do you like
receiver.
rice cooked? Do you like it regular cooked or you want it fried?
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is a suspect in an alleged assault that injured a man at a Dallas nightclub earlier this week. Police have confirmed to the Dallas Morning News on Tuesday. Okay, okay, gentlemen, let's go and get your shovels because we're gonna start digging.
While we're at it, what can we talk about something?
Hold on, Cody.
Hold on there, Speedy.
The newspaper, citing law enforcement officials, reported that officers were dispatched early Monday morning to the nightclub after reports of an assault. A man was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, including swelling on one side of his face. The officials told the Morning News. The Chiefs said they had no comment. It is the latest offseason trouble for Rice, who emerged as a big-time receiver for the Super Bowl champion Chiefs as a rookie out of SMU this past season. I'm going to stop right here.
Oh, by the way, the first time.
Testing.
Go ahead. Yeah, this is also not the first time Mr. Rice has been in trouble because lest we forget something that happened in March.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the next part of the story. Rice was arrested in Dallas in March for his involvement in a 7-car crash that left at least 7 people with injuries. He is facing 1 count of aggravated assault, 1 count of collision involving seriously bodily injury, and 6 counts of collision involving injury, according to police. Rice was driving 119 miles per hour before the crash.
Idiot.
On a
Can y'all hear me fine? I made some adjustments to my microphone so y'all can hear me more better.
He can hear you loud and clear. According to an arrest warrant affidavit obtained by the Morning News, the affidavit also said Rice's vehicle made multiple aggressive maneuvers to get through traffic. Okay, first of all, this is if this was the Breakfast Club, I would have the Donkey of the Day music because how did Sam Hill This guy had potential, and he basically going to flush it away, and it's frustrating. I mean, this kid had a bright future, and he's making bonehead decision after bonehead decision after boneheaded decision. At some
Stupid.
point, I think the Chiefs are going to cut him.
Oh, most definitely.
Hey, Mr.
Oh,
Carter, can I get in for a second, brother?
go ahead
Sure.
on. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy. Take the floor.
This man making dumb move after dumb move after dumb move. Oh, stolen base. Thank you. Let's go. Oh wait, no, they got him out.
Anyways.
Shit.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait. Hearn got struck out, but Rutschman stole second. Okay. Anyway, this man making dumb move after dumb move. I'm surprised they ain't cut him yet.
I'm surprised as well. Honestly, it's shocking to say the least. I feel like they need to cut him ASAP because he's becoming he's getting cancerous and it's getting disgusting. Honestly,
Yeah. Also, let me bring this up. I think that I could see how come the Chiefs drafted Xavier Worthy. By the way,
Holy shit! Sorry
but
boys, but holy shit! That OPS on Mountcastle 869.
like I said, I can see how come the Chiefs drafted Xavier Worthy. You know when Buffalo traded him that pick. By the way,
again,
Buffalo.
the move on Buffalo's part again.
And I could definitely see them cut their losses here.
Yeah, I feel like to them that's like, okay, we're getting sick of your shit. Unless you act up, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Getting out of the fried rice situation. By the way, two special on fried rice, 2 for 1. Get an order of fried rice, get one for free.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, another big news too.
Damn, now I want some actual fried rice now. Way to go, Jacob.
Good. Now, hold on, Jacob, because I gotta bring something else up. Because we got a story coming out of the CFL, the Canadian Football League.
We're going in. Oh, we're going north of the border here.
Yeah, with the suspension.
Before we continue, let me put this out. A lot of people don't realize that Canadians play football as well, but they're like, it's just slow down football. You don't realize that they go fast. They are all about the speed in the CFL. I've seen some of their games. It's insane.
Yeah, because I was about to say, the CFL, while the NFL has 4 downs, the CFL only has 3.
Oh, by the way, you know that man in motion thing the NFL does? The CFL, they let anybody behind the line of scrimmage go in motion.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and they also got bigger yardage to play with. Okay.
Now, I was about to say, let me go ahead and explain this story, Jacob. Because the CFL suspended Toronto Argonauts quarterback Chad Kelly for at least 9 regular season games Tuesday, following its investigation into a lawsuit filed by a former strength and conditioning coach against both the player and the club. Kelly is also suspended for Toronto's 2 preseason games for violating its gender-based violence policy. Now, Kelly will be required to undergo confidential assessments by an independent expert and attend mandatory counseling sessions conducted by a gender-based violence expert.
Meaning management.
Both the counseling sessions and assessments must be satisfactorily completed before the CFL will consider Kelly's reinstatement. The league added in a statement. Otherwise, the league reserves the right to modify his discipline. Kelly, who is 30, was the CFL's outstanding player last season after leading Toronto to a league best and franchise record 16-2 with a 16-2. The Argonaut season ended with a 38-17 loss to eventual Grey Cup champion Montreal in the Eastern Division Finals. There was no announcement regarding any penalties or sanctions against the Argonauts. The league added that the club's conduct in this matter, as laid out by the investigators, would be reviewed with the Argonauts. Kelly played in college at Clemson, East Mississippi Community College, and Ole Miss. He was the last pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, selected by the Denver Broncos. The team released him in 2018 after he was arrested for criminal trespassing. Man,
Damn.
Shame.
That's just can't stay out of trouble.
no,
Hey,
no, he's done. He's done.
Hey, wait. There's more news, but I feel like there's a disturbance in the force.
What do you mean by that?
The NFL Network. I see the Disney Death Star.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because Disney is actually planning on trying to get some streaming rights for the to stream some NFL games.
This is more than that, Jacob. ESPN wants to own the NFL Network.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa, that is huge. If they own the NFL Network, that is huge because that means ESPN can own all the NFL, the entire NFL library.
Mm-hmm. Let me just add this real quick. Disney's motto, "When you wish upon the star," replaced with "We will rule the world with an iron fist."
Yeah.
Michael Ratz going on there with the.
And more on the topic of NFL, this involves my Colts because a Colts supporter is suspended for 2 weeks.
Oh boy.
What did he do?
How do you know what he did? You posted it.
Yeah, it's about Caitlin Clark.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know what you're talking about because I was saving this till we get to the WNBA portion of the program.
Oh, sorry,
Cody, but
Bob.
nice work.
Wait until we get there because and it proves that Cody does not know how to read a schedule.
Now, since Cody brought it up, let me explain the story.
Before we wrap up the NFL section, I want to hold that axe. Before we wrap up the NFL section, I will announce this. This happened a couple days ago. Odell Beckham Jr. might not be staying with Baltimore because he might be heading down to South Beach.
Yeah, I heard that he's going to play with the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, and he's going to be signing a 1-year prove-it deal worth up to $8.25 million.
So basically, Jacob, what you're saying is that he's pulling a LeBron James. He's taking his talent to South Beach.
Damn it!
Wait. There's actually, I think, this is not even NFL. This is like, I think college football.
Really?
You know how the infamous bowl.
Okay, hold on, Cody, before you go any further. The Arizona Bowl has a new name. It actually has a new sponsor.
Really?
It's Smoking the Doobie.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg is actually sponsoring a college bowl.
Yeah,
Well,
apparently here's the thing.
Juice.
Yeah, is Snoop Dogg presents the Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the winner of that, the team that wins, gets a smoke with Snoop Dogg.
No.
Anyway,
Carter said it perfectly. Rolling down the super sweet, smoking into sipping.
Okay.
You have never heard that song.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay. Before Cody butchers an all-time classic, let's get out of here. But let's head on over. Let's stay on the grid. We're going to stay on the gridiron because we're going to get to spring football. But before we even think about talking about what's been going on in the UFL, we need to address a certain elephant in the room.
Now, football league, we look at
Now,
hold up, guys. We got another guest.
Yeah, yes, we do.
Hey,
it's me. It's
Oh,
not
okay,
Jabal.
man, it's good to have you here.
It's
Anyway.
everybody's favorite British boy. Hey, kid.
You're just here because the Pacers lost last night, you motherfucker.
I can't wait for him.
Right! You're damn right!
Alright. Throw it out the window.
Hey. Anyways, now let's get back to spring football. Before we get to the USL, we have to talk about the clusterfuck that is the Arena Football League.
Let me just say something real quick about the Arena Football League. Now, I remember growing up, I could catch the Arena Football League on ESPN2. Then you had teams like the Orlando Predators, the Nashville Cats, the Tampa Bay Storm,
the Georgia Ford,
the Albany Firebirds. Now, those
and a Voodoo.
Voodoo.
Yeah. Now that is the AFL. I remember.
We know the AFL who had history, that had prestige, honor, and much more. That gave us legends.
I have a question for you guys. What the hell is this AFL?
What is this? This is
a mess.
Ponzi scheme.
That's putting it lightly.
Okay, because all it's doing is this. It's because for what we've been seeing, they have not paid their coaches, not paid their players. And the games they're playing in arenas is S to the H to the I to the T. The rebound nets are not standard to do any arena leagues I've ever seen. These stadiums look like jack. The stuff they use in the arenas look like jack shit. There's no announcements to any of the fans to let them come to the game, and it's horrible.
Well, hold on that thought, because also here's nothing to consider. And by the way, there were some games in which they didn't even play with an official AFL football. And I was saying to myself, this is not how you want a league. This is not how you want a league. You don't throw your players under the bus and not pay them. And then when they had another to speak out, you cut them. And the thing of it is, and by the way, the commissioner's name is Lee Hutton.
Yeah. And by the way, ever since this whole thing has been going on, has been radio silent.
Yeah, we haven't heard a peep, no word, no nothing.
So it's been silent.
Carter, maybe some breaking news from the NFL side.
What?
NBA side, actually.
No, NFL. Part Jalen Wiggers. I don't know if this is true or not. This from the ML Football Twitter account. All-time steal. The Eagles whipped the Titans off for AJ Brown since the trade.
Let's just get back to
and that article to me, Cody.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Here's what I was trying to say. And you can smell something fishy a mile away concerning this league. Especially when the NFL they had to deal with the NFL at first to add their games. And then, now here's the thing. They was going to pay the NFL to add their games, and they wasn't going to get any part of the revenue whatsoever. And then when they failed to pay the NFL just said, okay, we ain't going to add their games, period. That's it. That's all. We're done. We're cutting out. We're leaving.
They got cut.
So basically. And the thing of it is frustrating now. This guy, Lee Hutton, the commissioner, is an attorney. Yeah. And the thing that got me is that him putting a stunt like this and him going into hiding, this guy needs to be in effing jail. Because
this screams Ponzi scheme like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And it's not just us poking at arena football. If you want to see good arena football, I mean like good arena football, go check out the Indoor Football League because they actually give a shit.
Now also, and Ray pointed this out, that they're going after YouTubers who speak out about the league.
Oh Lord!
Oh, that's a bad move.
Yeah, now I see snowflakes, but this one takes the cake.
They ain't gonna find us. I'll give you that much.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's what I say. Yeah. We're out here in no man's land. We're doing just fine.
Yeah. Like we
We're
said,
into
if
the
you
desert.
wanna
You're
find-
gonna die. With
But
the
yeah, if you wanna-
vultures picking out your eyeballs.
But yeah, if you want to
That's
find good arena football, go check out the Indoor Football League. Not only do they give a shit, the games are really good, but guess what? You can actually find the entire season of 2024 on their YouTube channel because they actually stream the games there, and it's actually decent.
Mm-hmm.
They actually sell out crowds in stadiums across the United States, and it's awesome. I actually
I feel like the
Yeah.
UFL should buy out the
Yeah.
AFL.
Now, Jose, I think that I know that there were some pictures of how the AFL, is and how they play their games. Would you please get those pictures for us, please? And
Yeah,
you,
one second. Let me go to the gallery.
yeah, go ahead. And you look and see for yourselves the quality or lack thereof
of what they call the Arena Football League.
Ray said something in the chat.
Let's get back to
AFL
spring football because
AFL
over the past
also
weekend
going after
with
YouTubers.
the UFL, we can actually officially say that we got a team punched their ticket to the playoffs. And no shocking surprise here. It's the reigning defending USFL Birmingham Stallions with a perfect 6-0 record. Congratulations, you're going to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jose, can you highlight the comment Ray put
surprisingly,
up?
no one.
I just did, Cody.
Yeah, but they great work not taking care of the Memphis Showboats at the Liberty Bowl 21 on Saturday. Perfect. Punching their first four in the UFL playoffs. Congratulations are in order. Nice job, boys. And this weekend we saw the four games were games that you wanted to watch. Okay. But unfortunately, one of the games, well, I'm looking at the back of them was, well, a blowout.
And of course, these Astros, as we mentioned, have been to the ALCS 7 straight.
Now, I know you brought the scores. First and foremost, the Stallions, as you brought up, they're going to the playoffs. They defeated the Showboats 39-21. And also, the Battlehawks defeated the Roughnecks 22-8. So, by the way, be on the lookout because this coming Saturday, the Stallions and the Battlehawks, that's gonna be a doozy of a game.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Now,
Also, on Sunday we had back nobody to say the least to wrap up the Panthers walking off in Ford Field against the Rennet 28-27.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the defenders stayed home, kept their home in good style with a walk-off touchdown over the Brahmas 8-12.
I couldn't find them.
Oh well, so don't worry about it. But now this week, brace yourselves, because we got a tank bowl and we got a battle.
We got literally
Playing the tank bowl thing because I'm lazy.
We got the 1-5 Memphis Showboats. They're gonna do battle with the reigning and defending XFL champions, the 0-6 Arlington Renegades.
Yeah, the worst title defense team ever.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, now it deserves it.
There. Yeah. But yeah. Also, that'll be at
Bobos, one more.
1 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. Also, and speaking of that battle, at 4 o'clock at Protective Stadium, it is the Birmingham Stallions and the St. Louis Battlehawks. That's a game you want to clamp an eyeball on over on Fox. You want to check that out because those teams, they are literally at each other's throats.
One more Bobos in here.
Oh, hey, yeah, Lobo. Hey, Lobo.
I'm shouting to my dog, sorry.
That's a game you want to eyeball on.
So now on Sunday we got the Panthers and the Defenders over at Artie Field. That's gonna be a good game to see.
That will be your nooner game, 12 o'clock Eastern on at Audi Field on ESPN. Check that out. Also at 3 o'clock on ESPN as well at Rice Stadium, the Roughnecks will be batting down the hatches as they take on the Brawlers in another Texas showdown.
Boy. Well, I'll be the first one to tell you. And I noticed that there was some attendance figures from those games from those past games which you saw a couple days ago. Memphis only had like 5,000 folks be at the Liberty Bowl to watch them play. I just want to point this out that you want more folks to show up at your games, Memphis. You better start winning some football games.
They're only so if anything, honestly, they've been having some good wins, honestly. So if anything, the fans just need to realize they are having a good record. They only lost 2, and they're second in the conference behind Birmingham.
I was talking about Memphis.
Oh yeah, you're right, Memphis. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was referring to Memphis. Yeah, you ain't gonna have that many people show up at your games if you don't start winning games soon. I mean, Memphis is the kind of market when you're good, the fans will show up. But when you're terrible, you're there by yourself.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, continuing on. I figured, you know what? Since our Brits here, before we get to the fun side, I think we're gonna go across the pond here for a little bit.
Oh, fuck you!
Don't worry. A little bit.
I'd rather not talk British football.
We're not going British football. We're gonna go Champions League.
Oh yeah, PSG habit of losing Champions League semi-finals.
Yeah,
match made in heaven.
Because guess what, PSG, you had a chance to go back to Wembley, but as is tradition, you blew it. Because guess what, Borussia Dortmund is going back to Wembley with a chance to win the Champions League title.
PSG not winning the Champions League. Handshakes all round.
Yeah. Yep. So Borussia Dortmund has a chance to win.
Boys, score up.
Oh, what's the update?
Score update with the basketball game. 3-0 Celtics.
Oh, well, save that for when we get there. We're almost there. Hold on to that. Anyways, I figured that was going to be a nice save. Anyways, now we're going to get to something that I know Hickey's going to be excited for because, ladies and gentlemen, we have now.
Hold on, Jacob. I got a signing. In the soccer world, we have a huge signing. United States Youth International, Cairo Figueroa. I know I mispronounced his name. Yeah, he signed a professional contract with Liverpool.
Congrats to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 17-year-old forward.
Scousers are a big shit in it.
The 17-year-old forward has been impressive since moving to the Marseille club when he was 14 and has consistently scored at different age levels. Wow. Liverpool described him in a statement as a prolific goal scorer. All I ask is, please let this kid grow. Let this kid grow. Do not do what the MLS did years ago with Freddie Adu.
Fair enough.
Let this kid grow.
Fair enough there. Anyways, let's get down to the hockey side because, ladies and gentlemen,
second round is up.
8 remain. We are now in the conference semifinals.
Well, hold on, Jacob. Before we hit those conference semifinals, if you're a Maple Leafs fan, one thing you do not want to hear anymore. You do not want to hear those horn sounds from the TD Garden.
I actually think everyone who supports hockey is alive in our server right now.
Yeah.
Because I know Hackles are like, no, Ray and Matt aren't because the Kings got sent on.
Yeah. All our Toronto fans, I think this goal horn is now in your nightmares again. Jose? I think if Jose is breathing.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Jose.
Shut up.
Talking about hit it.
That is if he can find it. The Bruins goal horn.
Oh.
The Toronto Raptors, but unfortunately, it went to Game 7 in Boston. And, well, Boston is now moving on to the conference semis.
Yeah, here's the thing about Toronto, poor Toronto. Number one, they haven't won the Stanley Cup since 1967.
Yep.
Number two, they haven't beat Boston in the playoffs since 1959.
When Eisenhower was president.
Yeah, so that's saying something, and you really gotta wonder, well, what do we do here? Every time they play against Boston, it always goes in the same direction. Boston is your daddy, and that's all there is to it. Boston is your daddy, Toronto, whether you want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
Funny enough, guys. Guess who got the right to the number 1 pick in the NHL draft?
The Sharks.
Nope. I think they just did the draft lottery.
Oh, they did? Who got the honors?
Got it.
Yeah.
Actually, let's see. Hold on a minute.
The Sharks got it. The Sharks got the number 1 pick.
Got it. Yep. Yeah, the Sharks got the number 1 pick. Congratulations, San Jose. All that tanking helped out. Anyway, also, Vegas. Unfortunately for you, your chances of doing what Tampa Bay did is unfortunately in another castle. Because Dallas decided to bring out the big iron.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, San Jose wins the number 1 overall draft pick in the NHL's draft lottery, and we had a chance to take Macklin Celebrini. Oh boy.
Yep.
Chicago picks number 2, and Anaheim picks number 3.
Wow. Okay then. Anyway, so we now have our conference semifinals, and we've already had a couple game ones already in the books. The Rangers took down Carolina game 1.
Game 2
and
started.
Game 2 just started tonight.
Yeah. Game 2 is already underway. Scoreless right now.
Take them out, New York.
And also later on tonight, game 1 in the western side will be between the Avalanche and the Stars at the American Airlines Center.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a hell of a fight, to say the least, between Dallas and Colorado. Eddie Lobo, I know you're gonna be watching that game later on tonight on ESPN with bated breath.
Now, last night the Bruins and the Panthers series got underway.
Yep.
And Boston beat Florida 5-1.
Safe to say, Boston's still from last year.
Yeah, I think it's too soon. I think it's too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Boston's on the revenge tour. And they already put 1 ghost behind them. Because last year they had 3-1 lead over Florida, and they lost.
Yep.
So here they are. They had 3-1 lead over Toronto, and this time they beat Toronto. Now they're gonna want to put Florida to rest. So will this be the year the meme of memes comes to an end?
Carter, I did send you something because unfortunately the reigning
Hey boys, I got a baseball update for you if you want it, even though we're past baseball.
Well, actually, that could help us out, honestly. What's up?
Oh, the O's is down 1, bottom 2.
Okay then. The Nationals are coming out to play today. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of games here tonight, but they're all important because let's remember it's the playoffs. It's always important games to say the least.
When I'll start to think about going home.
Yeah, win or get ready to start playing golf.
NBA playoffs are we're going to be moving on to the basketball court in a few minutes. That's why I'm here.
Speaking of which, you're about to make that transition because
I got the score update for that on my end as well.
Hang on a fucking second. I told Carter to do something. I get interrupted. What the fuck?
hold on, Hoosier man. Before we even think about talking about what's been going on in the playoffs, we do have some breaking news to talk about, and I think Cody was about to address it. Ladies and gentlemen, we can now say this: the awards have been hashing out for the NBA side, and we can now
Yes, we have.
this. The NBA's Defensive Player of the Year has been announced. Congratulations to Rudy Gobert of the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the first time in his career, he is Defensive Player of the Year.
Can we actually?
And here's another thing too. He's going to be a father.
Oh, hold on that thought, gentlemen, because
I really can't get interrupted without people doing some shit.
You want
Cody, hold on. Now, Rudy Gobert is going. This is going to be his first shot. You don't like it, Cody? Hit the roll. Now, Rudy Gobert is about to have his first child, and Gilbert Arena, of all people, come out and criticize Rudy Gobert for missing game 2 because of the birth of his child, and he said on his podcast, the baby will always be there. And I was saying to myself,
I'll say that. Agent Zero, sit your ass down. You wouldn't know the fact.
I was just simply saying to myself, some folks just don't deserve a podcast.
Oh, by the way, y'all ready for that score update on the NBA side of things yet?
I do believe we got that on the way. Let us talk about what's been going on in the NBA side in the playoffs. We can now officially say, like the NHL side, we are now in the conference semi. 16 has started. 16 has officially started. 8 remain, and we need that. And let's talk about the teams that are not with us. Starting with the Magic. Magic, you actually put up a hell of a fight. You made it to 7, but unfortunately,
it's just not your time.
For me, with the Magic, I like the Magic a lot. I think, but Pachulia is a real one. I think you're going to look. If you're Orlando, and this is just me saying it, I think next year the Paul George, I think, is leaving the Clippers this season. He's an unrestricted free agent. I believe. And I'm going to get into the Clippers and what a joke they are. But realistically, and this is me being truthful, I think if you're the Magic, I expect Philly to make a play for PG, but I think the Magic should also make a play for Paul George.
Let me just say something real quick about Orlando. Hold on. Let me just say something real quick about Orlando, because the Magic, they pretty much grown this year. They took the Cavaliers. They took the Cavaliers to the limit. Unfortunately, the Cavaliers wanted just a little bit more. Take this as a learning experience. Improve from it.
You got to give it to the young guy as well, like Paolo Banchero, to say the least. Like,
most definitely.
Now, hold on, Jacob. Let me go ahead and shift focus to the another series that came to a close. The Clippers Mavericks series. And I think that, let me just point this out. Hold on. I think James Harden pretty much took Clarence Carter's song and pretty much made a remix of it. Instead of I've been stroking, he could say I've been choking.
Damn. Thank you. I just need to ask this: is there a worse postseason performer than Harden? Realistically,
that's a good question.
And I'm serious with the Clippers. I'm not even going to joke about this. If I'm the Clippers, I'm cleaning house. Kawhi's always injured. Paul George is leaving. You need to get rid of Harden. You need to start a cleaning house process in LA.
I can see Hickett's logic, because they're getting ready to move into the Intuit Dome next season. So and you want to start fresh. So and it's pretty obvious you can't depend on Kyrie. Well, at least not that much anymore, because he's damaged goods.
Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi. Thank you. He's pretty much damaged goods, so you had to do something. And the funny part about it is, here we are criticizing Kyrie Irving, and yet here we are today eating quote.
Kyrie Irving has had the great redemption year.
Now, Now, also, we got to talk about where we spoke about how the Thunder, but not yeah, the Thunder. We spoke that last week about the Thunder being the Pelicans. That's done and over with.
Thank you.
The Knicks sent Joe Embiid down to the river, and
Fuck
pretty much
that
eliminate them out
motherfucker.
the door.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we talked about this last week. The fact that Joel Embiid did not get fined, did not get suspended, by the way, for that bullshit he pulled. And we all said this at best. That was some horseshit from the NBA offices for not.
I do want to get into last night's games because I think there should be another suspension coming in the NBA.
Yeah, let me bring this up.
I want to get into this dang Celtics game because I've been sitting on a score update for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I just saw the score update, by the way.
Yeah. Whew, that changed.
It's a nail biter between the Cavaliers and the Celtics.
Go ahead.
Celtics had a 12-2 run going at the start.
They have.
Going on over at
Boston is in all this time I've been waiting, Boston is now down 2, and we're at the commercial on my HBO Max stream.
Yeah, you can catch that game on TNT or True TV because True TV is actually try to get into the sports market. Now,
By the way, you can hold on. You can also catch that game. You can also, if you have a Max, Max, you can catch that game on there too.
By the way, I'm making it.
That's actually how I'm watching it.
Yeah. By the way, I'm making it very clear. I have Boston in 6 in that series. I hope it goes 7 for obvious reasons.
Now, let me also bring this up. We have to talk about Anthony. It's the Anthony Edwards show for Minnesota. Him and the Timberwolves are pretty much having their way with the Denver Nuggets to the point to where Jamal Murray is throwing his heating pad around and throwing a fit. I mean, geez,
I'm gonna throw the hot take.
Good.
Go ahead, Hickett.
Get the brooms ready for Denver.
Wow.
If sweat.
I'm calling the sweep, and can I take the floor here?
Go ahead.
So pretty much the reason why I'm calling the sweep is I think Jamal Murray should be suspended for Game 3. When he threw that hot pad on the fucking court, you're looking no player of either team stepped on it. Because if it's your own team, for me, it should have been thrown out the game right then. That would have been better for if I'm allowed to say it, for Denver. Yeah. Instead, they're only fining him and not giving him a suspension. Unfucking believable. This is
actually we're actually getting some news. This is coming from our correspondent Ray Dizzy. This is coming from Shams Sharnia. This is from sources. So basically, they are fining him for throwing that heat pad and towel on the court on last night. The fine is, get this, $100,000 for that act he did last night.
But let's be quite honest here. T-Wolves, they're
game in Boston.
The fine is nothing compared to a suspension. That gives Denver a bit of a. Denver have to win Game 3. If Denver lose Game 3, this is a sweep.
Yeah, I was about to say. Here's the thing. I don't. A suspension is not coming. Now, if he does it again, then yeah, suspension will be coming. But here's the thing about the Timberwolves. First and foremost, kudos to TNT for when the Timberwolves had to lead. They went to a commercial. TNT
with the Wolfpack
NWO Wolfpack theme. So cool to do.
I was like, you bastards.
Yeah.
Now,
truthfully, Anthony Edwards is that dude. He's proving he's that dude. Like, he's wanting to make a statement here saying, I'm going to be the future face of this league, not Joker. Yeah. And I'm going to prove it in this playoff series.
Making a name at Joker's expense, and honestly, I'm okay with this because what we are seeing is Edwards' breakout moment right here in this series.
Absolutely. And I think another thing to consider, Anthony Edwards is doing a very good job. Not just him, but you also got Rudy Gobert. He's in the mix. And I think you still got Karl Anthony Towns over there too.
Yeah. Well, they're letting Edwards take the reins. That's what the key thing about this is. They're letting Ant-Man take the reins.
Edwards has got the range, but he's got a good core with him, helping him out with this Timberwolves squad.
Absolutely. And like I said, keep a close eye because, like you said here, kid, Game 3 is a must-win situation for the Nuggets. If the Nuggets don't win Game 3, then we might as well go ahead and get the brooms ready.
I
Because
think if the Nuggets lose Game 3, this series is over.
Yeah, and if I take a look at the upcoming schedule, where is Game 3 up?
They're both in Minnesota.
Yeah, Game 3 and 4 will be in Minnesota.
Yeah, because they beat them twice in Denver, and in the second game they blew them out.
Yeah, will be this Friday at the Target Center at 9:30 on ESPN.
That's why I'm like, if Denver you don't win this Game 3, it is over. Getting
now. Let me go ahead and read this out.
Sorry, update. 1-0 Rangers in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinal against Carolina.
Yeah. Rangers strike first.
I'm watching it live. That's why I went getting.
Now, let me go ahead and bring this up because we had to talk about
respect to the current President's Trophy holder, the New York Rangers.
The Rangers. They finally break the curse and get out and got to the semifinals. Semifinals, and they can finally say, yes, this can be something for us.
Now, I got to talk about the Pacers Bucks series. First of all, congratulations, Cody. We're not going to jump down your throat. Yeah, we're not going to jump down your throat yet because your team is in the second round.
I'm going to.
But here's the thing. First of all, Milwaukee, Doc Rivers, we need to talk.
You thought in your infinite wisdom to hire Doc Rivers as your head coach, the man who has a history of, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, choking in the playoffs.
Okay, I'm gonna have to step in. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to step in.
Go.
I can't call this a choke because they only had Damian Lillard available for 3 games, and they didn't have Giannis for 1 game of this series.
Okay, fair.
I'm sorry if we're saying that's a choke. We've got having the best two. We've got having the best 2 players, and we've got a fight in the hockey now. Without having the best 2 players, then I don't know what a choke is. No, I do think the Bucks deserve flack for changing coaches mid-season, and I think it's what did derail their season.
Fair enough.
That I can justify. But if the Bucks have Giannis and Dame, I think they beat the Pacers. I think they beat the Pacers in 6.
Yeah, I think here's the thing. Let me bring this up because first and foremost, injuries they will take their toll on the individual. And that's what had injuries take its toll on the team. Which is why I honestly believe the NBA next time don't do an in-season tournament. That way your players won't be run to the ground.
That's just me. But look, I'll retract my statement on him on Doc Rivers in the playoffs because honestly, them doing it in the middle of the season, that was a stupid decision of all stupid decisions. But the only reason why Indiana's in the second round is because Giannis and Lillard, unfortunately, got caught with the injury bug at the worst possible time. Okay, if they weren't injured, Hagan, your ass would have been great.
No, to be fair, Denver did the right thing. Indiana did the right thing. They beat the team who was hurt.
Yeah, that's what I say. First of all,
you remember that? By the way, remember that rant we had on the AFL? This is what we talked about. You know what this is from? This is from the Louisiana Voodoo, my team. Okay?
This is from Minnesota, the Target Center. There's nobody there. For a moment there, I thought this was...
Barely anybody there, too.
As I said, for a moment there, I thought this was 2020.
Yeah, it's that bad. But yeah, it's that bad. They don't, and the roofs was so low that they barely even do any proper kickoffs.
Yeah, this is not how you. This is not how you're supposed to want to lead. That's not how you want to lead. It's
True,
just
true. Yeah, but let's get back to the NBA.
yes, of course.
Truthfully, the
I'll be
Pacers.
right back, lads.
Go ahead.
The Pacers did the right thing in taking out the Bucks.
Yeah,
No, they're in a dogfight now against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say a couple of days ago, the Pacers Knicks series got on the way.
Last night.
It was last night, excuse me.
Yeah,
The Pacers Knicks series got on the way, and Knicks won 121 to 117.
Here's the deal. I want to just take the floor again. Sorry, Jacob. This was a tight game, and Pacers played more of their style. But the more physical this series gets, the more it's going to fall into the Knicks' hands.
How are we doing, lads?
No. I know Mitchell Robertson has been ruled out for game 2 tomorrow night.
Yep.
That is more of a precaution because I think they want Robertson, for the trip to Indiana.
Yeah, to the field house.
Yeah, because I think the Knicks are more confident about stealing a game in this one than they were against the Sixers.
True.
I think the Knicks definitely think they can go to Indiana and steal a game. If the Knicks win tomorrow night, the Pacers cannot afford to, lose a game in Indiana.
Yeah.
I think this series goes 6. I think I have the Knicks in 6 in this series. It could be a 7-game series. I'm not ruling that out at all.
It could go 7, but depending on considering how.
Well, there is something I need to say about the Pacers.
But we never know what could happen here.
And this is the final thing I'm going to say because I'm going to be going. But I mean this truthfully. Tyrese Halliburton, you need to show up. You had a nothing burger last night. And I hope that continues because if he has nothing burgers, the Pacers are definitely not winning the series.
Yeah. I
don't think they have anyone who can stop Jalen Brunson.
What happens? We'll see what happens tomorrow night in game 2. But anyways, continue. As we stated, game one between the Celtics and Cavaliers just about to finish up in the first quarter. 7-point game goes to the C's. Well, actually, let me fix. Yeah, 7-point game, 34-27.
Which C's? Which C's, Jacob? Because both teams start up with C's.
Well, now 34-29 on my end.
36-29.
Cavaliers.
Make that 36.
Okay. Tight, real fast-paced game here. About to head into the second quarter. Also, later on tonight at 9:30 in OKC, Mavericks and the Thunder. Game one there.
Yeah.
I think that is a 7-game series.
We have just under a minute, or just over a minute left in the quarter. Excuse me.
I think that's going 7. By the way, Mavs and. Well, it's funny with how close the West is. I'm shocked with what Minnesota's done. I'm going to be dead clear on that. But I can see no series. I can see Mavericks versus thing going 7 games. I think Boston are going to close the Cavs out in 6. I'm sorry. I think the thing is though, do I see Boston beating any of the teams in the West? No. I'm taking Denver over them. I'm taking Dallas over them. I'm taking Minnesota over them, and I'm taking the Thunder over them.
Any one of those 4 is going to be a potential threat to Boston.
Whoever comes out of the Western Conference is the NBA Finals favorite.
Wow.
Is
First
the
of
big
all, you got to give it to the. Since you're speaking of the Thunder there, Hickey, you got to give it to them because I mean they haven't been this good since like the 2011-2012 series.
And if you think I'm being disrespectful though, because here's the thing, and I mean this truthfully. If it's the Knicks, because I think the Knicks are going to beat the Pacers, Cody will obviously disagree with me.
I think you are being a bit fraudulent, my English friend.
Careful there. Steady there, cowboy. But
I think you're crazy.
Well, remember, he's one of the new guys, so he's learned.
No.
Do you think Hit Kid cares?
Here's the deal. I'm giving Pacers the kudos. I think it's going to be a close series. I think the games are going 6 games. I think it's going 6. It could easily go 7. But I definitely, this is my takeaway. If it is the Knicks who await the Celtics in the conference final, let me say this. 2 factors. 1, the Knicks are playing with house money. And I think they're playing with house. I think they've been playing with house money since Randall went down. Because I think you have to run that back next year. If Randall is fit, because here's the thing. Yes, we can complain about Julius Randall's postseason performances. That is an all-star player. on your roster who is down out. Like that is a big piece of your roster. Your second main scoring option, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the Knicks are now in the second round. If they make the conference final without their second best player, the second All-Star, and without the Knicks play physical and rough and all that, you know Boston's going to be in. I'm saying we couldn't easily get overwhelmed, but all the pressure will be on Boston in that series. And it'll be the same if it's the Pacers. The Boston Celtics are the team who has to win the Eastern Conference. Otherwise, their season is a bust.
And let's not forget here, the Celtics are without former Nick, Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh yeah, Porzingis is out. Yeah, Porzingis.
Which is why I think the game against the Knicks is a terrible matchup.
Wait,
because of size. Because anyone want to tell me they would have not thrown Porzingis on Brunson? Defensively, like they're missing that physical presence now in Porzingis. That I think the Knicks could out physical them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna be going. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us here, kid.
Have a good one.
And Cody, if we win tomorrow night, I will laugh at you. Night all.
Night, man.
Thanks for joining us. As always, go check out Hit Kids show, the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance. They're on the road towards their biggest show of the year, which is of course Dawn of Chaos. And they've been doing a lot of good stuff. So go check them out at the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance on their YouTube channel.
Now, also, while we're in the neighborhood, Victor Wembanyama, I know I mispronounced his name, is the Rookie of the Year.
Wow, congratulations.
And that's just unanimous, so it can't be that much of a surprise.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now, we're going to go ahead and shift from the NBA to the WNBA. And first and foremost, the story in which Cody wants to talk about earlier, there was a reporter who has been suspended.
Yeah, for putting his foot in his mouth.
Now, yes, he's been suspended. In fact, he's not going to cover any games for the Fever this upcoming season.
Or the Colts.
Yeah.
Or any Indiana sports for that matter.
Yes. Greg Doyel has reportedly been suspended following an interaction with Caitlin Clark and won't cover Indiana Fever games in person this season. Now, if you wonder what was inappropriate, well, he asked a question. Well, I think Jose, could you get that? I think the tweets on Discord of what he said. Could you get that up, please? And we'll let you hear for yourself.
You might want to listen to this one because us saying it doesn't do it justice.
If I can find it, hold up.
Yeah, just scroll up a little bit.
I think you got to scroll.
Found it. I found it.
All right, here we go. So you might want to listen to this because let's just say this dude, like we said, stuck his foot so far down his mouth, his tonsils are tickling with his toes.
Well, once again, you know what to do.
What you're going to be hearing is coming from the official from Twitter. We are going to be playing the audio because, like we said, we can't do it. What we say can't do it justice, but it is under fair use. So please don't ban us on YouTube, YouTube guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what Mr. Doyle said to Miss Caitlin Clark about the upcoming
Doyle.
Hi, Caitlin. Greg Doyle, Indy Star. Real quick, let me do this.
You like that?
I like that you're here. That you're here.
I do that at my family after every game, so.
Okay, well, let's
cool.
start doing it to me and we'll be able to get along just fine. So, question is...
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, what did you say?
What part of the game is this?
I didn't hear it.
He said he did a motion next to in front of Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark found it funny, and he said, and I quote, "You start doing it to me as well."
Yeah, I know he's talking about, that heart thing that she does, to her chest.
Yeah.
Like to make a heart, and
It's the
she
good
said
old
that,
hard hand gesture.
yeah, and she said that she only does it for, her family.
Yeah.
And then the reporter had the nerve to say,
Not greedy.
mm-hmm. And the reporter had the nerve to say, would you like, I'd like for you to do it to me sometime.
Yeah.
And I was saying to myself, look, I've seen people stick their foot in their mouth, but this is ridiculous. I mean, heaven forbid, Lord help us all if a female reporter went into an NBA locker room and said that. We wouldn't hear the end of it. That female reporter would be out of a job.
Hey Carter, have you talked about this? Because Ray posted this on Discord.
What?
Jamal Murray is.
We talked. Wait, no. Cody, we did talk about this.
Yeah, he's fined $100,000.
We're on the up thing.
Fucking heap.
Yeah, you were muted the whole time, you dope. But we're now on the thing you've been wanting to talk about, which is the reporter being very weird to Caitlin Clark.
No, weird's not the word, Jacob.
Okay, creepy.
He got fined.
Okay, creepy is the word.
Yeah, I go with the word creepy and cringy at best. But
but nonetheless,
when a person that walks
that
like this.
That boy sounded thirsty than a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean,
But
just something.
Excuse my French.
Like, I just want to point this out. That just some things just better left unsaid, and he should have kept his mouth shut. Now,
yeah,
you. By the way, but I'm about to tell you, you can thank the Caitlin Clark effect for this one. But the WNBA is going to start doing charter flights for all their teams this upcoming season.
Hell yeah,
that's good. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly, this is actually good because that means now all WNBA is now starting to snowball into what the NBA is going to be doing, which means sooner or later, thanks to Caitlin Clark, we might be seeing more WNBA games on maybe TNT and ESPN.
Yeah, it's true. I think it's fair, but I already know they already on ESPN.
Well, that means we might be seeing them more on primetime and stuff, which means we might be seeing a lot of WNBA games, which honestly, they should be because before we're still a good league.
Now, also, hold on, Cody. Now, also to stop, I do have some videos from Cody, so I'm gonna go back and get ready to play them so that Cody will stop bitching at me.
No. Oh my God, bruh. O's is still down top 5. Thank God it's only 1-0 though.
Ooh, it's a
biter. All right, then. So
Jose, why do you have Brandon still on the freaking camera?
For real.
So here we go with the videos in which
what did our TikTok correspondent find in the world on the world of TikTok?
Well, Jose,
hey, Vegas.
You don't have to use your act.
You Uber outside. Well, boys, you can circumvent the cap, but you can't circumvent Wyatt Johnston. New champ this year? Guess what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. And the best part, they'll find a way to do this again next year. Hey, Milwaukee. You Uber outside. Ladies and gentlemen, how not to run a championship caliber team. Seriously, how do you build a finals caliber team and then play like the 8th seed in the first round? Somebody cut Doc Rivers' mic before he says Giannis gets hurt too much. Hey, Philly. You Uber outside. Welcome to life as a play-in team, boys. Yeah, at this point, Joel Embiid has never beaten the regular season MVP allegations. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta have heart.
I gotta look him up.
Yo.
Hey, Toronto. You Uber outside. All right, at this point, just stop messing with the Bruins. How many times y'all gotta do this? Honestly, between them and Drake, I can't tell who was the worst L for Toronto. Only question is, how many games will the Bruins beat them in next year?
Jose, I have replaced your ex for Ubers.
Honestly, they're both good. Honestly,
No,
thanks again.
I am not mad about that. I'm not mad about that, but I still want to cut their heads off. But I don't mind getting into Uber as long as the driver isn't Russell Wilson.
Oh,
Burn!
man.
What? Too soon?
Hold on,
Too soon?
hold on. No. If anything, it's on the money. First things first, we got to send our props to the voice of Evan for these awesome videos because honestly, they're funny as shit.
Yeah. Secondly, and I'm pretty sure Jose is keeping his swords sharp. Nice work. Yeah, we gotta thank him, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do turn out the lights here in the bar, let's run through some quick scores real quick before we turn out the lights. Celtics about to get ready to pull away from Cleveland. It's 47-34. In the second quarter.
After coming starting to open and the TV starting to
Yeah, the floodgates about to get ready to open shortly. Mavericks and Thunder. That game is coming up. In about.
remember that's at 8:30. That's at I believe 9:30 Eastern, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Yes.
That's gonna be
also. We got said it's a very close game. Hurricanes and Rangers in the Stanley Cup playoffs. They're tied at 1 apiece. As that game is getting ready to head to the first intermission.
Ooh, that's a tight
There's more NFL breaking news. The Cowboys are interested in a trade.
For who?
The Steelers.
For who?
Najee Harris.
Oh God.
Oh my.
I believe it when I see it.
When I see it. But anyways.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, back as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us this evening. First of all, if you like what you see, please first and foremost subscribe to our channel.
Before we finish up to that, as I gave props to our boy Hickey Worldwide for his league, I figured it's only fair to give props as well to our boy Mr. Eddie Lobo because it's only fair. If you want to go check out some awesome Japanese strong style called wrestling, both with the men's and some Joshi wrestling, go check out New Japan Call Wrestling and World Divine Ring Called over on his channel, which is the official New Japan Call Wrestling World Divine Ring Called channel. He does some great work as well. He is basically what we said. It's basically New Japan and Stardom, but in the virtual wrestling world. He does some great stuff, honestly, and it's really, really good stuff.
Absolutely.
If it weren't for Lobo, I wouldn't have been able to update y'all on the scores of the game. So thank you again, Eddie. Good looking out. That's a big W.
Wait, did you actually win or did they choke?
As I was saying, if you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, share this video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, by all means, please hit the bell so that you will be notified whenever we stream. What is it, Cody?
No, I was saying hit the bell.
Oh, jeez. Like I said, thank you, Zach, for joining us tonight. Thank you, Eddie, for joining us tonight. I want to thank Jamal for joining us earlier this evening, and Hickhead. So, what a busy night. Ladies and gentlemen, lots of sports for you to catch. We got the Stanley Cup playoffs going. We got the NBA playoffs going. Of course, Major League Baseball going into full swing. We know in a couple of months we got the Olympics coming.
Yeah.
So that is a whole lot to see. The Olympics this year are in beautiful Gay Paris. So
first time in over 100 years, believe it or not.
So that'd be very, very
Almost
worth
a
to see.
century.
Yeah, very, very, very good to see coming up in July.
Don't believe it or not. historical fact. Everybody keeps forgetting that Paris was the home of the very first modern Olympiad. Believe it or not, back in 1904.
Yes, very, very true.
Wow.
Yes, very, very true indeed.
Years later.
Absolutely. Very, very true indeed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, Jacob, take us home.
With
Hope your mic doesn't crap out.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny. Anyways, this has been such a very interesting week of the month of May. I think the month of May is going to be interesting because not only playoffs and the playoffs, but you see, there's one thing we forgot to mention. You see, later on in this month, Hoosier Man, you got the thing going on. I see not one, not two, but 33 cars going down to Indianapolis for one of the oldest races in the sports world, getting ready to go.
I knew this was gonna happen. God damn it!
Yeah, the Indy 500.
Yep, the Indy 500, baby.
Yeah, the Indy 500.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hold on for a second, Jake. I got a joke. I hope that, Cody, maybe you should be at the Indianapolis 500. Be under it.
Yeah.
Oh.
but nonetheless, safe to say, 33 cars will punch their ticket to
Cody
Indy
would be the greatest speed bump ever.
to be immortalized in silver and possibly have themselves a good time. But that's not all. The playoffs are in full swing, and only one will get the chance to hoist their respective seats. While the others, well, we got the offseason to worry about, but not all. Of course, the MLB is in full swing as well. For the dog days of summer, the NFL is getting ready with their off season and so much more. But that's all for now. With our sports world, but we need a break. We will see you guys next Tuesday every day here on the Sports Channel, 3 Pacific here on the VW Sports Channel. If you like what you see here, you want to keep eating here at the bar, please subscribe to the VW Sports Channel here on YouTube. Share the video, share this, like all over social media. Honestly, it doesn't help us there anyway. Help us there anyway. And if you want to be notified when we go live, please hit the bell. And you will be notified when we go live for episode 125. But unfortunately, we'll rest up for next week. A lot of it. For buddy, our newest regular stack, our boy Cody, Lobo, and our boys Carter. So much for y'all. Have yourselves a safe week. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, have a good night, everybody.
See you next week.